Hello, I'm Hal Lublin.
And I'm Mark Gagliardi.
Since the dawn of humanity, one issue has gone unsettled. With the fate of the world in the balance, we're here to settle, once and for all. Clean Spring Slate.
That's right. Don't worry, everyone. We got this.
Podcast should have a theme song. Podcast should not have a theme song. Yes, they should. No, they shouldn't. They sound good. Yeah, but people are just going to skip past it. You know what? You're right. We got this.
Clean Spring Slate.
Hey, buddy. Happy spring.
Hey. Happy spring to you. You keep things. We were just talking before we started recording.
Mm-hmm.
You were saying my messy apartment. I've never seen your apartment messy unless you are taking it apart to shampoo the carpets yourself or do anything like that. Do you do spring cleaning? Are you a spring cleaning guy?
I very much am a spring cleaning guy. I'm a try to keep it clean all the time guy. Yeah. But it's hard to keep up with. But, you know, I try. It's a Sisyphean? Yep. What's the word?
You had it right.
Sisyphean.
Right away. Don't doubt yourself.
It's a Sisyphean task.
Yeah.
To try to keep this apartment clean. But I do my best. Between the two of us, we can keep the apartment clean for the three of us, including the pup. Yeah. I got to be honest, Hershey does not do much of the cleaning around here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's time to have a talk.
I think so. I mean, I've seen dogs on videos like grab the sheets and pull them up and make the bed. You know what I mean? Like, I like to think that that's not just a one-off trick that was recorded for a video, but just like that dog gets home from its shift at the hotel. It's like, oh, I can't believe I have to make one more bed.
I bet you I'm not even going to get a treat.
Yeah.
Normally I get a treat.
At least at the hotel, I take home a paycheck.
This town's killing me. I tell you, it's killing me.
What's your spring cleaning routine?
It's spring all year round when I get the idea of this is too much mess. It needs to be cleaned up. And Jennifer will go through phases. She's in a phase right now, like downstairs clean, our hallway clean. I get to a point where like, I got to do the floors. It's time to do the floors. I'm going to vacuum, I'm going to mop, get it all done. But also both of us are so incredibly busy that you just reach points where you're like, oh, well, I guess I could do that later. And then you don't do it. The kitchen is the thing. I like to reset the kitchen either every evening or every morning because I want to have everything available.
I was going to ask you about that because there are a couple of non-negotiables. Like this is with my own brain. I'm like, I can go to bed with this a little out of place. I can go to bed with this a little out of place. For me, it's the kitchen. It actually happened this morning. I didn't finish doing the dishes last night. Got up this morning and I was like, man, well, I know what I'm doing for the next 20 minutes. Because I have to start from zero. You know what I mean? I got to start from, speaking of clean slates, you know me, I have to start from a clean slate kitchen. I can't go in and start making breakfast and then also be cleaning. And you know what I mean? Like, no. Let me knock the easel over, put a new canvas up on it before I start painting bacon and eggs. This metaphor fell apart, but you get what I'm saying.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm the same way. If it's cleaning time, we get the cleaning done, then you can do everything out. Then you can play with your friends after you've cleaned the kitchen. But I enjoy it. It's very zen for me. I like the satisfaction of it. I like hand drying stuff and putting it away. I like unloading the dishwasher. Like I hate folding laundry. Love doing dishes.
Oh, okay. Those feel like the big two. The big two, like daily, or if not daily, every few days.
Yes.
All right. I hope there's some cleaning questions. I don't know how Ken has put together, once again, this is a blind clean slate. Yes. Which apparently we've been doing. So,
well, you keep cleaning your memory, so you don't.
I do.
You don't realize that we've done this before.
Yeah. Here's the problem: is I have one of the pens in my cup of pens on my desk. My little Dodgers pen cup is not a pen; it's one of those blinky things from Men in Black. So I'm like, okay, let me click this pen open so that I can write something. Oh, great! Now I don't remember what I was supposed to write or anything from the last 20 minutes.
Just start wearing your Ray-Bans indoors. You'll be fine.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. I like to do that anyway, just so I'm mysterious.
We don't know what he's thinking. We can't see his eyes. Oh, I think he's asleep. His head is tilted back and his mouth is open and he's going.
Yep. Definitely asleep. Or that's just how I lean and breathe.
I know you don't sleep that way because I've shared a hotel room with you. You sleep on your side with your arm over your eyes. Like it's drunk history. That's real. For people who don't know, people are like, The drunk history seems like a put on, especially the original one. He has slept like that in the back seat of my car in San Diego, and Craig Kukowski will bear witness to it. I realize it's me and two drunk history people. So it could be maybe, was this some weird Andy Kaufman-esque staged bit?
Yeah. Have you ever seen me and Craig in the same room at the same time?
A bunch of times.
Actually, yeah, a bunch of times. That's true.
A bunch of times.
So that can't be it. Well, you got me. I don't know. I'm stumped. Let me tell the people of the world this, since you're spilling my tea on how I sleep. I'll spill the tea on how Loveland sleeps.
Oh, tell me.
The way how Loveland sleeps when we're sharing a hotel room is with diners, drive-ins, and dives on in the background, mumbling insults at Guy Fieri that are getting slowly more and more incoherent as he falls deeper and deeper asleep, until by the end it's just Flavor Towns.
I just
gross.
Fade into a slumber of hate.
Yep.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I get it.
Sure. What has he ever done for small businesses?
Infected their kitchens with spit. He coughs everywhere. Look, I get it. The Fieri bump. If I had a small restaurant, I would really want him to come there and increase business, but also, like, we get it that you think it's spicy. Stop licking your fingers. You've worked in kitchens before. Stop this. Please stop.
Wait,
this is not
that's the Fieri bump?
Kitchen. Yeah.
That's the Fieri bump? I had just assumed the Fieri bump was what you did when you didn't want to do the whole Fieri line.
It's just a little bit of jalapeno sauce.
Who put donkey sauce in my drugs?
Hey, can I get a Kia Sriracha?
Oh, Hal, this is a family show. We play this show clean.
Well, then let's start cleaning the slate.
Let's clean this slate. Ken, what do we have as our first topic?
There it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
From KT Geek.
Oh.
What's up, KT Geek?
Keith.
We have April showers or May flowers. I'm always going to say April because April is my birthday month. I am a proud product of April.
And one of the turtles.
And one of them, yeah. A lot of people didn't know that. Yeah. Well, Hal is the offspring of Casey and one of the other turtles. How that happens, I have no idea.
It's, I don't have time to explain the biology to you, please. I'm still trying to figure out how you were asleep in my car, and I'm not sure if it's real. April showers or May flowers. I think in LA in particular, because our rainy season is a little bit before April, I do have an appreciation for a good shower.
Yeah.
But I like rain in the summer the best. The best rain happens in like June, July, and August, especially East Coast where you got those sun showers, didn't you?
Yeah, I do like a good sun shower.
Oh, and it's relief from the heat. It gets so humid, and then all of a sudden, the release of it is raining. It's going to be cooler and less humid for a day or so, and then it will come roaring back. But that feeling, like, that's when you want to, that Drew Barrymore, like, do you ever just want to dance in the rain? Yes, if it's sunny out, Drew, I do. I do like to dance in a sun shower.
I like a sun shower. I don't like that frequently those deep afternoon thunderstorms that just appear out of nowhere. They make everyone else at Disney World run and try to get ourselves under the awnings, to cram ourselves under the few awnings. And also then the rest of the day, the whole park smells like wet tourist, which is a little like wet dog smell, but plus churros.
Oh, that's so much worse.
Let's talk about May flowers. I mean, who doesn't love flowers? Are you a fresh flowers guy, Hal?
I am allergic to pollen, so I can't really smell them as much, but I love fresh flowers. I do love them. I love to see them in stores. I love the idea of them in the house, except they go bad right away, and then eventually they start turning into the Swamp Thing, and nobody wants that. Like, it's just filthy, and then like, you see just the dark side of nature dying before your very eyes. But I do love the flowers. Like, that's, to me, is the spring. You deal with the April showers so that you can get to the May flowers.
Yeah. I mean, people use April showers bring May flowers as a way to say, hey, you got to weather a storm sometimes before you get to the good outcome.
How many poems are there to tell people to stop complaining?
Oh, there's don't cry. I guess not poems, but idioms. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know many poems.
I guess, but sayings. I guess it is a poem. It's a rhyming saying. But
no use crying over spilled milk.
Yeah, no crying, no use crying over spilled milk. It's the kind of thing you say through like teeth, like April showers being made flowers, Ted.
Yeah,
So
what
stop.
doesn't kill me makes me stronger.
We get it. You forgot your umbrella again. Oh, what is that? We haven't invented them yet, but I invented this saying. Fine. Just shut up about it.
Wow, Ted. Why are you going after Ted so hard, man? They haven't even invented the umbrella yet, and you're going after him.
Because they invented Ted first, and I have to hear him complain. That's why.
Yeah, that's fair. But this feels like, I mean, if it's rain versus flowers, I got to go with flowers.
Me too. Yeah, it's flowers.
Yeah.
Asked and answered.
Asked and answered.
Thank you, KT Geet. We'll see you in Chicago this weekend.
Hey, that's great. Very excited about Chicago.
I've known him for years through my dad, through the realtor space, and he works in the Chicago area, so he's coming to the shows and everything. Yeah.
Well, guess what? We're going to leave Chicago with houses.
Yeah. Can't wait. They give you one in a bag when you show up. That and a deep dish.
Yeah.
Our next topic is from JD Evans, who asks, lawn or garden? So I guess if you have a backyard or front yard space, do you prefer the patch of grass that is a lawn? Or do you like a garden with maybe like raised beds, or in the ground? Maybe you've got a vegetable garden and an herb garden, or you have the aforementioned May flowers. What do you prefer? Did you have both a garden and a yard as a kid?
No, we did not have a garden. We had a backyard with a little bit of like, mulch landscaping.
Sure.
But we had a backyard and a front yard, and we did not have a garden. My grandparents had gardens, and my godmother, still at the convent, she is in charge of the garden there. That is her garden, and she takes great care of it. And I love seeing every year what's coming up. In fact, I owe her a call to find out what's going on in the garden right now. Look, I love a lawn for the versatility of a lawn. But I'm going to be honest, if I'm going outside, out in the backyard, chances are I'm staying underneath the awning on the porch in a chair for most of that. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not just
skin.
It's because of it's my vampirism.
Yeah. Also, are we going to bury the lead that you are revealing to everybody something I knew? Said my godmother at her convent.
Oh, yeah. My godmother is the world's coolest nun. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Of course.
Sister Mary Carmela. Shout out to Potches Hall in, what's the name of it? It's just outside Philly. No, it's not Germantown.
Mount Airy? It's outside of Pottstown? No,
it's outside of Philly.
Outside of Philly.
Yeah.
But of course, that's where the world's coolest nun is.
Yeah. World's coolest nun, just outside Philly. Their DVD collection was fantastic. It's not very large, but
it's just Sister Act 500 times.
All the versions of Sister Act. No, you know what they're super into? Tyler Perry's Medea. At this particular convent. It makes sense, came from the Bible Belt Chitlin circuit, right? Like that's right. After church.
Jesus rolled the stone away and then went, hurler. There you go. But gardens are more interesting, right?
Gardens are more interesting. Gardens can feed you. Like, I loved that my grandfather always had tomatoes at the end of summer. I just love the way that those tomato vines smelled. You know what I mean? There's that sharp, like, fuzzy, prickly stems that had that really tart, like strong tomato vine smell. I love that. That makes me think of late summer in Tennessee. Are you a garden guy?
I think there's more possibility in a garden. I mean, I like a lawn because you can play catch on it. You don't want to play catch in the garden. There are a lot of rules to gardening.
Sure.
Chief of which is don't walk around in the garden. You're going to trample all the plants. Yeah. But I like that they can be flower gardens. I like that they can provide food. I think lawns as well, they both require care, and you can get really into the weeds, pun not intended, in how intricately you are caring for it and how you're like gardens. There are so many possibilities of how to arrange and what to plant, and you can keep it going pretty much year round. Lawn the same way, like how you're going to manicure it, what kind of grass to use, how are you going to fertilize, aerate, how are you going to water it? So nothing against you if you're a lawn person, but I think it's got to be gardens, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, should the apocalypse happen, a lawn isn't going to sustain you the way that a garden will.
Yeah.
There's just something really wonderful about that big bag of tomatoes at the end of the summer where my granddad would go around to all of his friends and everybody got a bag. You know what I mean? Like something really, really great about a garden.
100%. And I keep planting those cans of Hormel's chili just in case the apocalypse happens. And I don't think I've been watering it enough because nothing has grown.
Well, brother, let me give you this big jar of seeds that I have. There's individual dividers between all the different kinds. These are for the preppers, the real preppers. So, put this in your kit. You have a kit, right? You're going to put it in your kit?
Yeah, I mean, didn't have a kit. Are you selling kits? Is that why you're asking me?
I am selling kits. Here, Look, now we're one of those podcasts. We're going to sell you a kit.
Prime Energy Drink is now in the seed business. Fill up your Mack Weldon underwear with our seeds, then plant it with some Prime to water it. And pretty soon, it's going to grow bodybuilders.
Yeah.
And muscle.
You know what else you're going to grow in there? Timeshare cancellations.
Just grow them, alternate them with your reverse mortgage.
Oh, man. This is why we're on Max Fun, because we would be terrible with ads like that.
That's true. And we're having the maximum amount of fun allowable at a podcast.
That's true. There is a limit.
Yeah. And we've reached it with this topic. It's garden asked and answered. Thank you, JD.
Boom. All right. MBatty33 asks, garden gloves or skins? I don't like skin, like
skin?
Bare hands.
Oh, yeah. Is that what that means? So bare hands. Yes, bare hands.
Skins.
I think gloves are, we have garden gloves.
Do you use them?
We have used them because we had to weed those little dirt patches on our patio. Mm-hmm. It's not like a lot. We only have a little bit of land we could grow things on.
Yeah.
But we had to weed it, and it was easier to do with the gloves. There is room in them, though, which makes them maybe a little bit more difficult. Like, you can't get the fine tuning. I wouldn't try to thread a needle wearing garden gloves.
No. I do a little bit of the fine tuning with no gloves on. Mm-hmm. But I feel like if I'm going to have the visceral and sensorial joy of having the dirt in my fingers and feeling that and, using all of my senses in the garden to plant something, I want to do that because I want to, not because I have to, because I don't have gloves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're going to thread a needle, take your glove off, thread a needle, put your glove back on, because maybe dinner's after gardening and you don't want dirty hands at dinner.
Right, but also it's gross and muddy in there. There could be bugs. So keep those gloves on. And then when you take your pictures for Instagram or whatever, you can have them off and people will be like, oh, that's a real person of the earth there. They've really they get their hands in there and they get them dirty. Guess what? I don't want to. I don't want to clean that. You're sitting there talking about the dirt under your fingernails and I'm sitting here going, oh, I'm going to have to clean that out later.
I sat with my nephew, Annie and I sat with my nephew in D.C. In the playground, and he decided he was going to dig in the dirt. He wanted to dig in the dirt with bare hands. Great. Sure. And every little roly-poly, I love a roly-poly, or worm, or any critter that he found, this very, very young toddler at this time, decided that the best thing he could do with that was take it and put it in the breast pocket of my shirt.
No.
Yeah. So I left there because, you can't insult a toddler by emptying it out in front of him. You just kind of have to wait until you get somewhere else that you can dump out the earthworms and roly-polies that are crawling around, maybe tickling, maybe biting at my nipple. They may have been.
Oh, burn that shirt. Just burn the shirt. Just burn it.
I don't want to burn the shirt.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Are we agreeing
I just want a strategic. Yeah, we're agreeing on gloves.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Strategically, please wear gloves. Asked and answered.
Strategically wear gloves. Yes. Yeah. Take them off if you need to. Why don't we take a quick break and we'll come back and do some more slate cleaning. How's that sound?
Sounds great. We'll be right back.
Good evening. Thanks for tuning in to 101.1 Max Fun. It's midnight here on Host to Coast, and we've got Sarah from Michigan on line 1.
Hi, I'm calling in for some help. I used to love reading, but between grad school, having kids, and the general state of the world, I can't seem to pick up a book and stick with it anymore.
Sarah, this is an easy one. Just listen to Reading Glasses, a podcast designed to help you read better. Bria and Mallory will get all the pressure, shame, and guilt out of your reading life. You'll be finishing books you love in no time.
Great. That sounds amazing. Also, I do think my husband is cheating on me with Mothman. Can you help me with that one?
Ooh, I don't think they cover that. Reading Glasses, every Thursday on Maximum Fun.
WrestleMania is the biggest
and busiest
time of the year for wrestling.
And the Tights and Fights podcast is more important than ever.
We have so many questions to explore. How can you understand John Cena's motivation as a bad guy? Why is a car crash actually a great expression of friendship?
You mean friendship, right?
Of course.
Whether you're a longtime wrestling fan or coming back after a break, Tights and Fights has you covered.
This WrestleMania and every weekend after on Maximum Fun.
Tights and Fights podcast. Tights and Fights.
Okay, what is our next topic?
Oh, KT Geek with some more topics for us.
I love this. Back again. This one is Easter egg hunt or Easter egg roll. Okay, I know what an Easter egg hunt is. I've been to churches on Easter. I like seeing, I immediately will go afterwards, we're walking to the refreshments and we're getting ready to leave because, we got to go get brunch somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were walking past the playground and I saw all the eggs hidden and I had to fight the urge to go I can find them all. I can find all the eggs. What do I get if I find all these eggs? What is a roll? What is an Easter egg roll?
An Easter egg roll is just 3 ingredients. Easter egg, rice, and nori, the seaweed that wraps it. And then you cut it up, dunk it in some wasabi and soy sauce. It's really nice. A little bit of ginger between bites, to palate cleanse.
Well, that seems like a better way to use an egg than just hide it in the dirt.
Yeah. No, honestly, I don't know what an Easter egg roll is. I think
you just roll it as far as you can without breaking it? Is that what it is?
I think, Ken, we need some clarification on what an Easter egg roll is.
Yeah,
because the only egg things that I know the only thing that I know is put the spoon in your mouth and hold the egg on it and run. You know what I mean? Like the race with the egg.
The company barbecue.
Yeah. Okay. This is a British thing. All right. In the UK, the tradition of rolling decorated eggs down grassy hills goes back hundreds of years and is known as pace egging. Egg rolling. Different nations have different versions, usually played with hard-boiled decorated eggs. Look, I guess if you're rolling decorated eggs down grassy hills, that is the Easter egg going away from you. No. I want the Easter egg to be collected. I want to gather the Easter eggs. I don't want to push them away from me.
I say, Nigel, we have these eggs. What say we roll them down this hill? Bye-bye, eggs. What?
Well, we, the English, have had worse ideas over the centuries.
So have you ever been to Asia?
Oh, no, I have not. But I'll tell you this, when I was in Africa, my goodness, thank goodness they had us there to move the towns to where the malaria was.
Dun 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 dun. Roll the egg. Rolling the egg sound. I mean, I guess everybody's got their version of it, so clearly it caught on at some point. And it feels like something. I feel like if we dug a little deeper into this, we would find people betting. Like, who do you got in the second? I got the egg with 12
on
crosses
anything.
on it. Yeah.
Yeah. I like also that it's different in every country. An Easter egg roll means something different in every country. I assume in Ibiza, an Easter egg roll is an Easter egg with MDMA in it.
That's right.
Yeah. That's Easter egg rolling.
Your teeth.
Okay. In the United States, the Easter egg roll is a race where children push an egg through the grass with a long handled spoon. Come on, man.
Worse?
This is getting worse. Easter egg rolls are. There's no way that this is
a stick. Wasn't that at one point? Do you think now, like, oldie timey kid is yo-yo? But when we were kids, very oldie timey kid was hoop and stick. Like, these kids for hours, they would just take a wooden hoop and roll it around with a stick and try to make it not fall. Oh, yeah, you think that's dumb? These kids put a disc on a string and made it come back to them over and over again. And then they're like, hey, you want to know what's dumber? Dolly Madison in 1814 had kids go, hey, here's a long spoon. Why don't you push this egg around while mommy and daddy go drink? That's what this feels like. It feels like all of this stuff is an elaborate, we're either betting on it or we're buying time to have, like, we just want to talk about what's happening in the theater and about the latest novel that we read. And we'll just have the kids, they'll be fine just pushing eggs around the lawn.
Yeah. Pushing eggs around a lawn. It feels, have toys come to the far edge of their bell curve?
You mean like they're almost out? They're almost done?
Yeah. Like toys it started with just rolling an egg down a hill.
Mm-hmm.
And then the apex was probably Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Sure.
And then we've been on the downslide of that bell curve past the slip and slide. And we've once again landed at just roll an egg down a hill with a stick.
Yeah. In fact, like an egg, it's just rolling down and away from us. This is interesting. In 1876, shortly after particularly rambunctious Easter egg roll destroyed much of the lawn at the Capitol, Congress passed a law making it illegal to use the Capitol complex as a children's playground. So then out went the swings, out went the slide, out went the sandbox and the teeter-totter.
Yeah. What are you going to do at the White House if not have a slide and a teeter-totter and a sandbox? By the way, that whole south lawn of the White House and the Rose Garden and all of that would look so much better if they had monkey bars.
Yeah.
And just like somebody standing there giving a speech, someone's getting a medal, and then a kid just comes by in the background across the monkey bars.
Will somebody get the distinguished gentlewoman from Tennessee out of the wooden pirate ship? We're trying to take a photo.
Yeah. Ken says McDonald Land style. Yeah. So you know what? If you, that's what Congress used to use. If you were corrupt, they would put you in that Mayor McCheese jail.
Mayor McCheese prison. All they needed to do was seal it on a hot day, and then those kids will talk.
There's a congressman somewhere who never shook hands with foreign dignitaries, but he has 100 pictures of him sitting next to Ronald McDonald on a bench.
Well, I've got to go to Dubai. Should I take Air Force One, or should I get on this spring-loaded early bird and see if I can get there that way?
Well, I don't know. Maybe the series of tubes will take me there. Oh, hello. Hello, everybody down there. Can you see me through the purple glass? I'm waving.
I don't want to bounce the budget. I'm playing on the N64.
Oh, by the way, first of all, it's definitely Easter egg hunt.
Oh, Aston answered 100%.
I love an Easter egg hunt. I always have. I do, in particular, love an Easter egg hunt. It's great when it's designed for slightly older kids and the eggs are a little bit harder to find.
Right.
I like an Easter egg hunt that's designed for toddlers, where if the lawn was a pizza, the Easter eggs are the pepperoni. They're just everywhere and scattered in plain sight.
And you're still going, Bethany, turn around, sweetie. Bethany, turn around. Look, Bethany, look behind you, Bethany, don't eat that. Bethany, turn around.
I just saw a great story in Los Angeles. They did an Easter egg hunt for special needs kids that wouldn't be able to see them. So I assume it was mostly blind kids, but there might be other special needs kids that this would have benefited from. So they beeped. Sure. They were Easter eggs that beeped.
Oh, that's
a great idea.
I love that.
Yeah. So these kids would,
you could still like hide it in like an echoey place, make it a little bit harder to find. You can still find it that way.
Yeah. I thought that was such a cool idea. Yeah. That's inclusiveness, really people. Even figure out a way to make an Easter egg hunt inclusive. Fantastic.
How about one for people who like true crime podcasts where it's a serial killer?
I've hidden eggs all over the city. I want you to find them. This is my masterpiece.
Mr. Police, I gave you all the clues to my eggs.
One is where there used to be a pay phone.
Oh, is this voice just coming in over a loudspeaker over the whole area, too?
Hey, everybody. Number one, they're closing down Main Street for construction and then a neighborhood party. Number two, I've hidden eggs everywhere. Literally everywhere.
Hey, Jigsaw. Hey, listen, we really appreciate you making the municipal announcements.
You're welcome.
Do you think you could maybe amp it up a little bit, give it a little more life so it's more fun for the kids?
Yeah, let me try it this way. There's an egg hidden in a well. If you can't find it, in 30 minutes, then I'm going to throw eggs at you. This is for children. I have a heart.
It's kids Jigsaw.
Oh my God. Yeah, look, hey, if they can make Into the Woods Jr. and Les Mis Jr., and if the high school down the street from us can be doing Hamlet right now, they can come up with Saw the animated series.
To be or not to be, that is the line question.
What 17-year-old is, you know what? I hope they have a kid in this school who's just an absolute phenom, and a ticket to see him on Broadway is going to cost $1,000 a year from now. But right now you can go see this kid play Hamlet. I don't know that that's the case. I'm not throwing shade, but.
Right. Just there might be a little bit about, it's like, well, kids are doing Urinetown for their high school. My school, I think, did Urinetown a few years ago. Did they? Yeah.
I think my school's probably still doing problematic shows.
I think we did all shows that I can't remember one like popular. We did like The Apple Tree, which was a Barbara Harris, Alan Alda musical from the 60s.
I remember your clip from that.
Yeah. I mean, like, we weren't doing traditional. We were doing like 42nd Street or Anything Goes, or which would be problematic now. But it was always just bizarre, kind of offbeat stuff. Maybe that's great. For the best. It's for the best.
You want to be the one that introduces that story to an audience.
We did do one my freshman year, which is called Is There Life After High School, which is about a bunch of people going to their high school reunion, which is really weird when you're 14, 15.
Yeah. Playing a grizzled, 48-year-old going like, well, things didn't pan out.
Yeah. Like, all these people like trying to like either relive their glory days or upset about things that happened in high school. And like, we're still in this. Half this stuff hasn't happened to us yet.
Yeah.
But it feels like
I can't relive glory days until I live glory days.
Yeah. Also, now as an adult seeing it, these were very unhealthy people. The people who created this show had a lot to work through.
Oh, man. Yeah. Sometimes you see a show where you're like, oh, you didn't write this for me. You wrote this for you.
Yeah. 100%.
Mm-hmm. Easter egg hunt asked and answered.
100%. What's next?
Yeah. Oh, KT Geek. Thank you, KT Geek, for all of these spring topics. Spring break or staycation?
Oh, you mean like go to Panama City, Florida and be drunk and sleep on a flea-infested mattress and get an overcrowded pool and maybe downtown Julie Brown puts you on camera for 10 seconds? I mean, if those are my choices.
Hal.
Yes.
Is the only version that you have of Spring Break what you were watching on MTV in the 90s?
Yes. Is there anything other than that?
Yeah. When I was a kid, we would take Spring Break to Disney World, or we would take that was just the week that the family took a vacation. One time we went to Opryland, USA.
Oh, that's beautiful. Did you go to the water park inside?
We did.
I toured that water park, like walked around and looked at it just to see everything that was there. We weren't staying there or a swimsuit. We were just visiting. We were there the fall of 2019. We were like, well, we'd already seen a broadcast of the Grand Ole Opry in like 2016. This time we were just there visiting. Like, let's go look around. There was a Dolly Parton exhibit that we went and checked out. And we were like, let's walk around Opryland. We walk around. It's like Vegas. We see that there's a water park and we go look at the water park just to see all the stuff that's there. But
well, we all know that's your hobby, is walking around water parks in jeans and a nice sweater going, really wish I could do this. When I went, actually, Opryland USA was a theme park back in this time. There used to be a whole theme park attached to it. It was the Grand Ole Opry, the Opryland Hotel, and Opryland USA, the theme park.
Right.
Sadly, it is no longer part of that complex.
It's just a parking lot now, right? The parking lot out back?
Probably, yeah. Paved paradise, put up a parking lot.
Yeah.
Not that Opryland USA was paradise.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're playing it fast and loose there, aren't we?
Yeah. But my buddy was doing a show there. I was very excited. It was the first time I ever saw a friend of mine in a theme park show. And I was like, this looks like the most fun job. I just got home from Universal Studios, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah. Turns out it's pretty great. It's a lot of fun.
I would rather take a trip than stay. I'm home a lot. I'm a homebody, but like I'm so excited because we're going obviously to New York and then London. In the fall. With Adventure Out. I'm excited for Chicago.
Going to Chicago in a couple of days.
Trying to put together like a group dinner for Friday night. Where are we going to go?
I'm down.
All right, let's find a place because I got a bunch of. I'll let Symphony know Jordan Crane and his wife will be there.
I didn't know that Symphony was going to be there. Is Night Vale doing a show?
No, she lives in Chicago.
Oh, I always forget that she lives in Chicago.
Yeah.
I forget that Night Vale is all over. I think of it as a East Coast
They're everywhere
show.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, just trying to get everybody together because the improv show is sort of an easy thing to marshal people around because it's late in the night. Mm-hmm. We don't have a rehearsal that afternoon. So this is all a short way of saying, like, I love going on breaks. Like, I love vacations, going places, visiting places. It's the best. Best to do it with friends. Best to do it with my wife. I took my first, like, real trip by myself last summer, and it was the greatest experience. Can I tell you?
Solo travel's pretty fun, man.
And here's what I didn't think about with it. Even
What's
when
that?
you travel with one other person, everything you do needs to consider that other person.
Yeah.
And
ideally,
that is a wonderful thing, but there is a delicious selfishness to taking a trip by yourself and going, I will do whatever I want.
Yeah.
If I want to go somewhere for dinner, I can look it up and go. I went to a place and got like a steak for dinner. And it was just a place I saw. I wanted to try it. I didn't have to check in with anybody to see if they were into it. I just went and did it. And I was perfectly happy. That is a beautiful thing.
I love it. I like traveling. Obviously, I love traveling with my loved ones.
Yes, 100%.
But there is something really fun about solo traveling. You just made me think about one of the coolest things I ever got to eat, which was in Chicago. I was there a few years ago. I think it was during our C2E2 trip. You might have been at this meal when we went to, it was a restaurant that had a deconstructed, which is one of my least favorite culinary words, Caesar salad. Were you there for this? Apparently I'm a Caesar salad, aficionado because I get weird versions or specific versions of it.
Was it a restaurant that Ben Blacker found?
Maybe. It was one of the dudes from MasterChef. It was his restaurant. And the way that they did, I thought it was brilliant. The salad was frisee, which is my favorite salad green. It was frisee. I maybe romaine as well, but definitely frisee. And the way that they did the dressing and crouton on it was they had a crispy Twinkie. It looked like a Twinkie, but it was crispy and it was a great big crouton with the dressing was the cream in the middle.
Yes.
You do remember this.
They brought us those marshmallow cubes as like an amuse-bouche. Like, this is something we're trying. And then I ate it and I wouldn't shut up about it for the rest of the meal because it tasted like dirt. It was a cumin marshmallow. Who does that? Master Chef.
Savory marshmallows, man. Come on.
No.
But yeah, here's the thing about a staycation. I've never had one and I don't think I ever will because I always have so much stuff that is on my to-do list.
Yeah.
That if I stay at home, I'm just going to do stuff on my to-do list.
Right.
You know?
100%. Yes.
So I can't have a staycation. A spring break trip is forcing me to relax.
Yeah.
So
I constantly
100% spring break.
Love trip. Yeah. Asked and answered.
Yeah.
The delight of taking a trip. Oh my goodness.
Did Maximum Fun's Dave Holmes, did he ever do the 90s spring break? Or was he MTV prior to that?
He was a little bit, I think he was a little bit earlier. Later, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did a spring break.
Oh, he was later?
Yeah. I think he was, because he was the I Want to Be a VJ.
Oh, that's
right.
right.
That contest. That was how he was the guy who watched it. You were like, oh yeah, he should win. And then he did not win. And he's had a great career despite that.
Yeah, he has. Maximum Fun Zone.
Yes. Great guy. Super talented. Very funny.
Amen. All right. You want to drop this one?
Last topic. This is from M. Batty, 33.
Thank you once again, M. Batty.
Thank you. Thank you to the three people who submitted spring top. But you know what?
Fine.
I appreciate it. This is your episode, not ours.
That's right. Short notice.
Yeah. Here's another Easter one. Duckies, bunnies, or chickens?
Okay. Here's my thoughts. I want to make this specific because if we're just talking about duckies, bunnies, or chickens, well, okay, let me ask you this. Yeah. Are we talking about duckies, bunnies, or chickens as animals? Are we talking about duckies, bunnies, or chickens as Easter decorations?
Easter decorations.
Or are we eliminating the ducky and just going bunnies or chickens in peep form?
I think this is Easter related. I think that's why it is being asked.
Yeah. Then I will throw this out there. None of them. Easter decorations are all creepy. All Easter decorations are creepy. They're creepier than Halloween decorations.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Why?
They're forced cuteness. Everybody's trying to out spooky each other at Halloween, which sometimes is cute. Yep. Every time everybody's trying to out cute each other in springtime for Easter, which is frequently inadvertently creepy.
I never would have guessed that this would be your response to this. This is a visceral response, and I love it so much.
I'm creeped out by Easter decorations.
I will agree with you. I mean, I'm creeped out by the old pictures of people with the Easter bunny, like back before they figured out that costumes shouldn't look like a serial killer in disguise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it shouldn't all look like Donnie Light-O.
Yeah. But if it's a Peeps, for Peeps, what do you think? Original Peep shape? Chicken? Or you
I like the chicken, but I like the bunny because the bunny gets stale faster, and I like my Peeps stale.
Okay, so
the bunny is the Slim Jim of Peeps.
All right, so it's snap into a bunny. Oh yeah. So the answer is none of them as a decoration for Easter. Bunnies for the Peeps.
Bunnies for the Peeps, but also, let me ask you this, Hal.
Yeah.
Have you ever waited for the Easter chicken to show up and bring you a basket of eggs?
Never once.
No.
No.
I mean, have you ever waited for the Easter ducky? Waited in line at the mall to sit on the Easter ducky's lap?
I sure haven't.
Can I throw this out there? I think it might be a hybrid.
Oh.
Because as a kid, I loved those Cadbury cream egg commercials. And I honestly thought that the sound bunnies made was buck, 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 buck. I think Hershey just thought there was an actual chicken in here.
Or a bunny.
Let me see if this happens again. Buck, 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 buck. No. He's chilled now. He knows the game.
He was like, oh, from the commercial, I get it.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I see. Yeah, you're reenacting the Cadbury commercial.
Yeah,
never mind.
Good one.
I thought that the Easter chicken had finally shown up. I've been waiting for years for the Easter chicken to show up.
I mean, if you want an Easter mascot, would be the Easter Beagle is the greatest.
Yeah, the Easter Beagle is pretty great.
Yeah, it's bunny. It's
the bunny, man. Yeah, it's Easter.
Yeah,
and also, if spring and Easter traditionally are all about fertility, it's got to be the bunny.
Yeah, I've worked with bunnies, live bunnies before. They were working real hard to make more bunnies and to get rid of what they just ate.
I remember when you were talking about it.
That's all they want to do.
Hal the IT guy covered in bunnies in an infinity room.
It's out there on YouTube. It's out there. The things that Cyclorama saw that day, no Cyclorama should see, including me in a suit of armor. Anyway, there you go.
I want to see you in a suit of armor.
It's pretty cool. It really works for me. I look like I belong in it.
Sure.
Like, how come you're not on the Ren Fair circuit? I look like the guy who does the accounting for the Ren Fair. You've got to stop spending money on smoked turkey legs. Putting you under.
You look like the one night that the time travelers could catch.
That one's on a donkey. Get him.
Where did he get an abacus? Knock it out of his hands.
Oh, my math.
All right. Yeah, it's Bunny. Asked and answered. I know you already said that, but I just wanted to put the period on it.
I appreciate it.
Hey, man, I got you. That wraps it up for our Easter or our spring clean slate. So these topics are all closed, but there are many more topics to discuss. So please reach out to us via email at wegotThisPodcast@gmail.com, or
you can find us on Instagram at We Got This Show. We are on Blue Sky at We Got This Podcast. We've got a Discord and a Facebook page. We're trying to move people from the group over to the Discord. The Discord is where it's happening.
Yeah.
It's bit.ly/WGT Discord. The Facebook group is facebook.com/group/We Got This Podcast. See, Discord's even a shorter link, way easier. And of course, we are on YouTube. We are at We Got This Podcast on there. Be sure to subscribe because we do all sorts of live streams. You can listen to episodes there if that's your thing. And we're always trying to figure out new video content to put on there.
Yeah.
And the way for you to make sure you don't miss any of it is to subscribe. It's the easiest thing to do. Thank you to producer Ken Plume, researcher Kate McManus, graphic designer Uri Kelman, and QA engineer Jen Alba.
And thanks, of course, to our musicians, Jonathan Dinerstein and Mike Furman, for our score and theme song, respectively. And thanks to you, the people of the world, for giving us an opportunity to sit here every week whether we are cleaning the slate, diving into one topic, bringing in a guest to have this party with us, or talking to you, the people of the world, in our live streams. All of this is what we love doing. It's why we are here. You are why we are here. We couldn't do it without you. We wouldn't do it without you. So to you, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. For Hal Lublin, I'm Mark Gagliardi.
For Mark Gagliardi, I'm Hal Lublin. And don't worry, everybody. We got this.
We got this.
Let's have an egg roll.
Yay!
Maximum Fun.
A worker-owned network
Of artist-owned shows. Supported
directly
by you.